All right, here we go. Good morning, everybody. When we move to the left angle, we get away from this very powerful unconscious of the 5660. And of course, we shift to the 4131. Wherever you see a cross with the 41 gauge, you know that there's something here in the shifting. The 41 gauge is a start colon. When the sun goes, initiating point in the cycle of human experience. So people who carry the 41 in the cross, wherever it is, because there are many variations inherent in their incarnation purpose, is something new. There's an experiential process that is new or potentially new. And it is very important here that when you're looking at this movement, you can see that there are this hexagram in the cross movement. Just looking at the keynotes, you can see this basically at what happens. The law becomes valuable in the cross movement. Just looking at the keynotes, you can see this basically at what happens. Values becomes wishes. From law, you get to all right, put that aside, you get values. Very quick, put that aside. What do you really want? And this is very important for our development, particularly our spiritual development. So we have the juxtaposition cross of values. We have the 41 and the 31. Obviously, the 31 influential. It is, after all, the gate of influence. It is the expression of leadership. So you have the beginning of the experiential way. You have this pressure to feel. The law has no feelings. And the fourth thing, it can almost sense that is what is making is change the law is not logic, but a feeling. The law was never designed to be emotional. The law is splenic. The splenic is bang. Judgment now, off with your heads. But emotions are different. They have an entirely different quality. So when you're looking at the 41 first gate, what you're seeing in the 41st gate is that it's not emotional, but it brings the pressure to feel. If you don't feel, you don't have the right experience. I've, and here you can see what the values are all about. The values are about that you can only get to the values through feeling. And of course, this corrupts the whole splenic system because to seek out the emotions for the law is to overwhelm the spleen totally. And emotional law can be frightening. Mob vengeance, the lynch mob. It's not like if you run away from the concretized splenic law and you start looking for emotion that the values are going to be anymore. They're just not. They're going to be trying to appeal to the emotional being to appeal to emotionality. It's what Hitler did. They're just not. They're going to be trying to appeal to the emotional being to appeal to emotionality. It's what Hitler did. What a dictator actually basically does in order to be able to claim power. They appeal to the emotionality. Life has never been terrible for you. You've been oppressed. You've been cut out and disenfranchised, and I will save you. I will feel for you. I know you're suffering, my people. What a trip. It's to be a dictator. So, are you a dictator yet?